right, welcome back, folks, to another week 3 of the Tiger Sports Show, where we take a trip around the sports news at Hastings High and maybe a few other things. I'm Greg Mays, your host, and that's my little brother and co-host Tren Mays over there. Tren, are you ready to talk Tiger sports?
Yeah, I had a good day. It's been a good start to the year.
All right. Well, should we go to softball, because it's looking like softball is kind of the band leader, if you will, for Tiger sports this fall? Would you say they're the ones who are kind of off to the best start?
Yeah, most definitely. They're 7-2 on the year. They've won 6 games in a row. They went to Lincoln. Lincoln's always a tough tournament on a Friday. They played Bennington last Thursday. Technically, well, I think they're on 6 game. They played Bennington last Thursday, beat them 6-0. Ella with 19 strikeouts. The only way she can have a better game than that is to do 21, to do the Gretna thing and go 21 outs and 21 strikeouts. They went to Bennington. Varsity stayed the night. They played in Lincoln Friday morning. They beat our old friends Grand Island Northwest, or Grand Island Gish. Grand Island High Islanders 11-4. Avery Schroeder. I might call her Sternberg. Schroeder Sternberg. That's her mom's maiden name. She'll always be a Sternberg to me. She got a win and joined the Tiger Bomb Club, Tiger Home Run Club, which is called the Bomb Squad. And Stella joined in the same game.
Stella Thompson.
Stella Thompson, the catcher.
I know her name.
They beat Lincoln Northeast 12-5. Brooke pitched that game, threw pretty well. It was good that they pitched, and then they had the walk-off with Brooke had the big play at the end to beat Elkhorn South 6-5, and Ella had 17 more Ks in that game, so that's 36 strikeouts in 2 days for the outstanding sophomore pitcher for the Tigers. And then last night,
that's 3 Class A wins in a day. That's a pretty good day.
Yeah, so last night they capped it off going to York. Little rivalry there between us and the Lady Dukes.
A lot of great games.
Brooke got the start in the circle and it pitched pretty well. She gave up a 3-run homer in the top of the 4th, walked the next girl. I had a little walking interview with Coach Blake today. They went back and forth on whether to leave her in. You don't want to just destroy a pitcher's confidence.
You had the lead.
Yeah, we were winning 7-4.
Yeah.
They went back and forth whether they needed to bring Ella in. They bring Ella in. She throws 4 innings, gets 12 strikeouts. Everything's a strikeout for Ella. So she's just a strike machine lately. She's up to 82 on the year. Not that anybody's counting besides me. So.
Well, I know you're counting because I get 4 text messages a day updating me on her strikeout count.
Well, it's pretty impressive. She goes 19-17, and basically, like Blake said, she struck everybody out. I don't know.
I want some charts. I want some charts next week.
Well, I want to try to get some charts going.
When she's going to get the season record. I want predictions on when she's going to get the career record. So, do you think that's going to happen this year in her second year, right?
There's a possibility. It's 5'8". It's in the 500s. I think it's like 5. That's Olivia Douglas. She'd really have to go up. One thing I did talk to Coach Blake.
I want charts, Tren. I want charts by next week.
We're going to work on that. I did talk to Coach Blake Marquardt today. They're trying to figure out how to balance her innings going on the rest of the year. They don't want to overuse their arm, but you want a balance of when you do need to use her. She's going to pitch tomorrow against against Elkhorn North. She's going to pitch one of the 2 triangular games this weekend, probably. They've got to try to find a balance. They don't want to overuse their arm until we hit districts.
Now, the triangular, is that both conference teams too? Because the Bennington win, that's 1-0 in conference. Now they're playing
Elkhorn and Standing Bear.
Okay, so those are conference. So 3 more conference games this week, gearing up for the EMC tournament a week from this weekend, right?
Yeah, the EMC, there's a play-in round next Thursday. Don't want to be in that. That's 6 through 11 play in that.
Okay.
The top 5 get buys, so we want to. We think we're going to sit. They don't seed by points. They're going to have a coach vote. So Coach Blake thinks we're probably maybe sitting third. It'd probably go Gretna East, and then us.
I like the coach vote. I think you get a better bracket. When in the old GNC, when we went to coaches vote for the basketball tournament, I thought we got better, fairer brackets. So that's good. Do you know when they set? When do they vote?
They'll come out next Wednesday.
Okay,
so it'll go through next Tuesday's game. And Tuesday they go to Tuesday it's Lincoln Northwest, so it's another EMC game. So they got EMC
4 conference games before the voting.
Yeah,
be nice to sweep those.
Yeah, and then we'll just see how the pitching matches up this weekend. You got to shout out to Stella, our favorite catcher, the Thompson family.
Thompson. I know her name.
If you're a Thompson kid, you're a catcher. That's just the rule of life for Zane and Stella. Stella had a night last night. She had a double, a 2-run homer in the 7th. She had 4 RBIs. The Tigers, they had 18 hits. They only had 3 extra base hits. So they were just putting pressure on York.
Just riding the merry-go-round. Just riding the merry-go-round.
The ball around, and it's good when we're putting the ball in play to put pressure on them. My favorite play, I got to watch the game on Steam. Whitty just deads the ball. I came up with a new word last night. She deads the bunt. The bunt literally stopped. Yeah, deaded the bunt.
Dead end.
Yeah, deadened the bunt right in front of home. She raced to second. Girl came home and sort of side slid into home. The catcher couldn't get her, so they're putting pressure on teams. And then shout out to Osgood at the bottom of the order, Zara. She had 3 hits
with a Z.
Yeah, she had three hits last night. So they're getting production from the bottom of the order. So, and
that's something you said in the preseason preview that they were going to need that.
Yeah, and they're getting from her, and then they're getting the catcher thing figured out. I think Thompson seems to have taken a hold of that. And when you got Ella, you go 0-2 on Ella. What pitch? When Ella's up 0-2, what pitch you gonna see?
Well, it won't matter to me. I can't hit her, Tren. It doesn't matter what pitch it is.
Well, you're gonna see rise ball, and it's gonna take off. Last night, I think she. I'm gonna talk to Blake a little more. Last night, she came back with a changeup. So I was sitting rise when I was watching it. I assume the girl was trying to catch up, but then the ball just took off and dropped. It was a nice little change-up pitch according to Game Changer. So
we're gonna have to see if we can get a setup with you in the box.
No,
you in the box.
No, we went through this. I went into P. No, we're not. No. Yeah,
that's
nice.
what we need.
That's all we need.
Look at that stirrup game. You had top-notch stirrup game.
Hey,
that's how you can tell you had a big brother getting you ready for the games. Look at that.
That was back when Little League had legit uniforms.
Indeed.
Not like what they're wearing today.
Okay, before we get off the base path.
Just real quick. We've already talked about this. I had to go into PE last year. Ella's in there running. They're running their conditioning. I said, Ella, don't worry. I'm never getting in the box against you. Baseball guy down the street, down the line goes, Johnny will bat against her. I said, Johnny's a fool because I'm not batting against Ella. And that kid does not have a clue.
Can that be great footage for the show, Tren? Do it for the show.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. Hey, before we get off softball, big win for the JVs last night, too.
Yeah.
It was a tough win over at York.
Yeah, I think Avery played pretty well.
Had another homer.
Yeah, she had a homer. My favorite, Sternberg.
She's a long ball.
Granddaughter.
Yes, indeed. All right. Let's go to football, Tren. It wasn't as fun a night over in York for football last week. What do you have to say about the 21-0 loss to the Dukes?
Well, there was a lot of self-inflicted errors. I think they turned the ball over, you said 4 times at lunch? 5. That's not good. At least one pick six. Not sure if producer Kate knows that, but you just got to try to score points. They're playing Geo Northwest this week. Geo Northwest got throttled by Scotts Bluff. I'm assuming they had to go to Scotts Bluff.
Both teams trying to get well.
Yeah.
It's a get well game.
Yeah, and you just you make the most improvement between week 1 and week 2. They know the things that they got to fix and stuff, and you can't turn the ball over. That's what it comes down to. And I failed this week. I didn't pay much attention to football. So,
well, Tren, let's set a goal for you to pay a little bit more attention this week. You going to get over to Northwest? You going to be over there?
No, there's volleyball that night. So.
All right. Jeez, Tren, it's not like the old days.
Well, okay.
JV football got a nice overtime win yesterday.
Yeah, I heard.
Coach Kruger and the boys, I think 13-12 over Seward here at home. So nice win for the JVs. Yeah, the freshman football opens tomorrow against York. So a little revenge there, hopefully. I think, looking at that freshman group, I think they got a chance to have a good ball club. So we'll see how they look tomorrow.
Yeah, we will.
All right. Running down the rest of Tiger Sports, Trent, I got some news for you. All right.
Okay.
The news out of tennis is kind of what we expected. Super young team. Super young, inexperienced. Took a couple shutout losses to Lexington and Scotts Bluff. Took an 8-1 loss to McCook. Lone bright spot, Giffen Bach with the win. Picked up that win. So hopefully we can expand on that. They go to GICC today. They're out of school today, so we don't have results yet on that. Hopefully things going a little better over there. And at Holdridge here next week. Next week at Holdridge. So hopefully a more competitive match. You got any tennis nuggets from Coach Goose?
I haven't seen Coach Goose. I currently live in the basement. I actually pretty much spend my days underneath the auditorium, so I don't come up for air very much. So.
All right, well, we're going to have to get you up and talking to Coach Goose because we need the word on who's really improving, because I think this is going to be a year where the tennis team is focusing on individual improvement. A lot of those guys are awful young.
I saw Goose last week. They're starting to build things up at the bottom with the younger kids. Sounds like they have a nice group out from what I've seen him condition, and
he's been happy about the attitudes at practice. That's always first step.
Yeah.
All right. Volleyball, also tough news in the Adams Central, what the kids call a rivalry. Girls got off to a good start, very competitive in set 1. And then kind of the wheels fell off the wagon and they ended up getting swept. They did pick up a win last week over Schuyler. So 1 win on the season, looking to build on that. To me, now they've got Elkhorn North Thursday, Tren. That's either the number 1 or number 2 team in the state. So that's a conference opener, and it's a shock the world opportunity. Okay, shock the world, but probably going to be a tough night for the Tigers. But this weekend at the Lexington Invite. Now we lost to Lexington before. But definitely some teams at the Lexington Invite we want to be competitive with. So those are the scores I'm watching this week. And then next Tuesday at Lincoln Northwest, the old Air Park High School. Another game you hope the girls are competitive in. So Elkhorn North's going to be tough. But then 4 games. Producer Tate says Elkhorn North is all class number 1, not just class B number 1.
Yeah,
so, once we get
by
by Thursday,
has committed and signed with Creighton.
Yeah, four games that we're looking for the Tigers to be competitive in on the volleyball floor. You got any volleyball news?
No.
You've been watching the Huskers a lot.
Yeah, I've been watching them. So,
all right,
I'll do better.
Okay, cross country goes to Overton for the Lex Invite. Overton's kind of a pool table course. Well, that's maybe Cozad. Overton doesn't have a lot of hills either. So we'll see. You were telling me we've got a state-rated runner on the girls' side?
Yeah, Sophia Reynolds was ranked 3rd last week in the Prep Nerds raid, or running. What is that? Running Nerd or
Prep running nerd.
yeah?
He
She
is
was
the
ranked.
voice of cross
Yeah.
country in the state of Nebraska.
Oh,
I mean, he's it. He's doing a great job promoting that sport.
yeah. I follow that guy on both Twitter and Facebook. Tate's saying that Sophia was number 1 and JoJo was number 2 at the Tiger Invite last week, which producer Tate did go out to see.
Does he have footage?
I don't know. But
All
Becky
right.
O'Shaw won the boys race, and Archie Augustine. Archie's a sweet name. I love the name Archie. And Archie was 2nd. Producer Tate saw the legend out there, Shauna Jones.
She was out at the meet?
Yeah, he was. This came via Coach Jay. Coach Dave Johnson was out there, and he wanted me to confirm to Tate that was Miss Shauna Jones that they saw out at the. Bet you she could still go out and run.
The incomparable Shauna Jones. I don't know how she'd run, Tren, but I guarantee when she got back to the car, she had some banging 80s hair rock tunes on. I know that about Shauna. She is bringing it when the music comes on. All right. Well, they're headed to Overton Lex Invite. Our first real look at wide competition for the cross country team. So we'll know more about them next week. We'll kind of know more about them. The other sport going at Hastings High, girls golf, went over to the Kearney Catholic Invite. Pretty big invite. I want to say there was maybe 10 teams. Tigers did not crack the top 5, but hey, freshman Kate Kruger finished 3rd individually with an 82. Yeah, the future of Tiger girls golf looking bright.
Yeah, I used to shoot in the low 70s on the putt-putt course.
On the putt-putt. Well, you are not ready to compete with Ms. Kruger on the fairway.
No, we need a putt-putt course around here. That's all I know.
I tell you, you get into the box against Ella, and I'll start looking to get you to a miniature golf place.
Well, I went Powerball. I'm building my own putt-putt course. I know that.
Oh, yeah, tonight? You got a ticket tonight already, Trenner?
No, I don't buy those. I just know what I'm going to do with
It's
them.
hard to win, buddy. Hard to win.
Yeah, if you don't play. Hopefully,
girls
producer
golf,
Tate goes and picks one up.
Girls golf has 2 trips to Grand Island. They're playing the Gish Invite over at Jackrabbit. That's Grandpa Jack's home course,
No, Wood River was.
No. At the end, he was all Jackrabbit Run.
Oh, he was. That's right.
Yeah.
I don't remember Wood River.
Yeah, no, he was all Jackrabbit Run. And then they've got the Grand Island Duel over there is Meadowlark a course over there?
Maybe.
I think it's at Meadowlark. You can tell
I know Jackrabbit and then the fancy Ron Peterson.
Riverside.
That's the Ron Peterson course.
That's the Ron Peterson, Uncle Ron.
And
Cousin
Tyler.
Producer Tate does not have a game for us today.
No.
So my challenge for you was to start thinking about the greatest Tigers you've ever seen personally. No naming Tom Osborne in this. No naming Doug Phelps, because I know you never saw Doug Phelps.
So
I want the greatest Tiger you saw with your own little Trennan eyes.
So my question is, how much of an advantage do you have because you saw stuff before I saw?
I got 4 years advantage.
Okay, that's not
4
bad.
years,
I thought
2 months,
more.
and 20 days. 4 years, 2 months, and 20 days. That's not much, Tren.
Okay. So if you
would live, Mom, Dad, and I lived right across the street from the high school.
Yeah,
in
I
those
know
early
that.
days.
I hear about that.
Right where the Burlington Express is.
Yeah, right where the outside gas, where you get your gas.
Underneath it, because we were in the basement.
Well, and then I remember the Great Blizzard. I hear those stories all the time.
Okay, Tren, who's your first pick on greatest Tigers you've seen personally? I'm interested to see if you pick either of the ones I was debating on.
I am going with a guy from the early 90s. He played point guard at 6'5", led the Tigers to the semifinals his senior year, Lost
Class
to
A
Prep.
semifinals.
Yeah, Class A semifinals. Lost to Prep earlier that fall in 1993. He led the Tigers to take down the two-time defending state champs with all those D1 superstar athletes.
All those Notre Dame guys.
I'm
Class
going
A football championship.
I'm going with Bo Butenbeck.
Okay. So you did go with one of them I thought of. Okay, I didn't pick Bo.
It's tough
That's
tough to argue with a guy that almost won 2 state titles his senior year. Class A football, Class A basketball.
Well, and I mean, just look at the resume.
Yeah.
All Nebraska quarterback and all Nebraska basketball. Top 5.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
And you do a number on Lincoln Southeast on their home field in front of almost 10,000 when they planned their pep rally, their championship pep rally for that night.
Yeah.
Oops. Someone crashed their little pep rally.
Okay, here's what I think. I think Bo's the best high school athlete I ever watched at Hastings High.
Oh, wow.
But the best overall athlete when I look at the whole career.
See, I know who you're going to say.
You do?
It's Shauna Jones.
I'm going to take Bo's teammate when he was a sophomore, the stick man, Doug Brandt.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just an overall athlete, 6'9", Division I basketball player at Baylor, one of the all-time greatest rebounders at Baylor, recruited by Kansas and lots of the biggies. A great football player. They called him stick man not because of his build, but because he hit from the safety spot.
And it helped that he was 6'10".
A good track athlete. And his college career is one of the best we've had, Division I level, and
you got me there.
Overseas pro basketball and Houston Rockets practice squad. And this is Charles Barkley, Akeem Olajuwon era Rockets practice squad. So I'm going Doug Brandt as the greatest Tiger athlete I've ever seen.
Well, then I give you that.
Can't go wrong with those two guys.
No, that's good first 2 picks. I thought you were going to throw Shauna Jones at me.
Oh, she's way up there. Plus, I know you never saw Shauna, so I can save her for a pick later.
No, because I didn't go to cross country when I was in junior high. So
I saw Shauna running on the playground in the 1st grade, so I really know where the roots of it come from.
Yeah, she could run, though.
She was a great athlete and determined. She was dogged, Tren. Dogged. She would stay after it. Her training habits were incredible. You'd see her around this town just going and going and going.
So when the new swim coach came, and I've talked to him a couple times, and I'll get to talk to him more when he gets closer. But first thing I told him is I said, if you guys go do anything with your kids in the North Gym, you got to go see the Shauna Jones plaque. So that's the first place I direct.
Here's what I want to know. How much does he have to win, the new swim coach?
Yeah.
For you to learn his name? What's he going to have to put out there? Is it going to have to be an invitational title?
I don't know. I don't think I could tell you his name right now.
I know you could not. You could not. So I just asked it. How much is he going to have to win for you to look into that?
Well, I'll just find his name by next week just to spite you.
That's big of you, Tren.
Yeah.
That's big of you.
I saw him 4 times today, and I don't think I could tell you his name.
What do? Yell, hey, new swim coach at him?
No, I don't do that.
All right, Trenner. Hey, it's a big week of Tiger sports. Last week wasn't everything we wanted. This week, turn a corner time. Get some win.
Time to go up 281 with a little Tiger football bus and go beat some rival GI Northwest bikes.
All right, Tren, you got last word on the Tiger Sports Show, as always.
Go get some W's and sink their boat.
Sink their boat. Go Tigers. See you next week.